Namaste. Elections 2024. High volatile market. How do we trade in this kind of market situations? Is it really humanly possible to trade this kind of market movements? What should be our approach? What clarity should we have to trade in this kind of market situations? This is what many people have asked me during this election event that has happened recently on 4th June 2024. Now, one other thing is that after this event has happened, there were many articles also written. One of the articles, it said that investors' wealth got wiped out by almost 40 lakh crores in intraday trade. This is the article written. So many people who are beginners, who wanted to get into stock market, reading these kind of articles, I'm sure many of you must have got scared about stock market. You must be wondering, you must be rethinking, should you really venture into stock market or not? All right. Now, the only thing that is required as a trader, whether you are a beginner or an experienced trader, is clarity. Now, how do we get clarity? Well, one can get clarity only when you have realized that you have to understand, you have to focus only on the market movement. If you can understand the market movement, if you have clarity about the market movement, then obviously you as a trader can trade any given market condition. Not only this election event, the volatility that you saw in the market, let it be anything in future. You will be able to trade very successfully, at least in a very relaxed way, peacefully. So our dynamic members who are making use of dynamic live, how they would have traded, how did this dynamic live guide us even during this kind of market volatility? Let's have a look. For this, I have taken this example of Nifty and its price movement. Now, I always keep saying that before any major movement, there is always a preparation. Without any preparation, major movements do not happen. All right. So, to prove that, what I'll do here is, before the event, what was happening in the market, how was the market moving, and what information was this dynamic live giving us? Let us have a look at this. By 30th May 2024, the price of Nifty has already started coming down. It has been coming down from almost 23,100 and it is down to almost 22,500 ranges. Now, there are many people who are looking at this event as a major opportunity to trade, major opportunity to make money. So, they would have assumed that the event is going to be positive. So, the markets will move up. Many people would have bought much before the event itself, isn't it? Expecting the market to move up. And as it was moving up, when it made 2300 ranges, all-time high, definitely there are so many of them, they would have rushed to buy this particular script, Nifty. But then after they bought, what happened was the market started coming down. Well, it did not come down in a small way, it came down in a big way. From 23,100 to 22,500, it is a big movement, especially in Nifty. So as it was coming down on 30th May, the price of Nifty makes a low of 23,417. Now when it is making this low in dynamic live, it gave us a signal, dynamic signal. Well, when this signal appeared, it means get ready, the price is about to reverse. Well, dynamic members, what they do is they prepare before the market opens. Now, in their preparation for the last 2-3 days before 30th of May, every dynamic member, they knew that if this price of Nifty keeps reducing, if it keeps going down, then once it reaches 22,384 or 390, around these ranges, we have to be careful. This is the place where the price can start reversing. This information was very much available. Those using dynamic system, it was available at least a day before people would have seen this. Now, after having known this, now the price when it is coming down, it has made a low of 22,417. Now they knew that this is a place where they have to be careful. At least those people who are holding short position earlier, they will be preparing themselves to exit their short position at this point. Now from here what is happening? 30th May is a Thursday. The event is on the next week, Tuesday, that is 4th of June. So 30th May, after this low, it goes up and closes somewhere at around 22,488. And then by 31st May, what happened is it opens with a gap up. 80 points gap up in Nifty. It opens at around 22,570 ranges. From there it goes up to 22,653. Now obviously in this up movement, there are many people now again they would have started rushing to buy Nifty because they knew that this is the last day of the week and next week we are heading towards the main event. Now once they bought, what happened later is the price again started coming down. From 22,653, it again started coming down. It again made a low of 22,465. Now those people who have bought on 31st May, especially those who trade with the strict stop loss, target and all these things, all their stop losses would have got hit. Even if it did not get hit, out of panic many people would have sold it. But then when the price started coming down at 22,465 in Dynamic Live on 31st of May, it gave us a signal. In ID3 there was a zigzag buy signal. And that too, this signal comes at around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Look at the beauty here. 3 o'clock at the afternoon, the signal is coming, zigzag buy signal. Now, all that a dynamic trader knows that when there is a zigzag buy signal, it means the price can reverse. And the additional detail that they have here is, before the zigzag, the previous day, we have a dynamic signal itself, which is an add-on, which gives me a strong reason to buy here. Now after buying, the same day the price goes up, it closes at around 22,530. Now the week is over. 3rd June, on Monday, when the market opens, it opens with a big gap up. It opens at around 23,300 levels. It is almost more than 800 points gap up. Why is this big gap up? You ask anyone, they will say that it is because of the exit polls. Before the event today, the exit polls came. The exit polls are predicting big positive results. It seems that the market is going to shoot up from here. Many people would have rushed to buy Nifty at least on 3rd of June for sure. But then as a dynamic trader, what has happened here is, before the 800 points gap up, the buy has already been initiated. People would have bought it already using this Dynamic Live. And 800 points gap up happens. Everyone is rushing to buy. When people are buying, slowly the price from 23,300, it slowly starts coming down. And when it is at around 23, 120, 130 ranges, by 9:55 in the morning, in Dynamic Live, in intra-week, there is this action information where it said, buy signal, wait and buy. Buy signal, wait and buy. What does it mean? It means Dynamic Live is very clearly telling you, boss, there is a buy signal, but please wait, don't buy it. There is something happening behind the scene. This is not the right place to buy. It doesn't seem that the price is likely to go up. Please wait. This is the meaning. Please wait, you will get a better price to buy. Don't buy it right now at this point. So looking at this, many dynamic members, what they would have done is they would have avoided themselves to buy. Those who have already bought the previous day, what they would have done here is they would have secured their profit at this particular point. And later, if in case the price really went up from here, then this Dynamic Live, the information where it says buy signal, wait and buy, this information will change. It will change to buy long, act now. When it says buy long, act now, let us go ahead and buy then. Why to be in a hurry? Why the urgency? Not required. Let us wait. Let us wait for clear information. Dynamic Live is there with you. It is going to give you that information. So people would have waited. But then the same day what happened is, from 23,300 the price of Nifty came down till 23,060 ranges. From 23,060, just before the market close, it again started shooting up and it went up till 23,260 and it closed at around that level. Now obviously, just before the market closes, again when it is shooting up, again it is tempting people to buy. Isn't it? So people would have bought it. But then when Dynamic Live is clearly telling us buy signal, wait and buy, dynamic traders, dynamic members would have at least avoided buying at this point. And in the training that they go through, in that training, it is very clearly told that whenever it says buy signal, wait and buy, don't buy, and also give preference for short entry. If you get a selling opportunity, give preference for that. Do that particular trade. There are some of them, what they do here is when it says buy signal, wait and buy, they don't buy. If they already had a buy position, they will exit. In fact, they will go ahead, take a short position also. There are people who would have done that. But at least, if they didn't do that, at least they wouldn't have bought it. And the next day, what happened? The event today, I am sure many people before the market opened, rather than preparing themselves for trading, everyone would have stayed glued to the TV channels. And in the TV channels, you started seeing the results of the event coming across live telecast. And then when market opened, what happened? It opened with a gap down. Now when it opened with a gap down, now what is your thought process? Those people who have bought the previous day, they are in a panic. So they start selling in panic. There are some people, what they would have done is, in spite of buying the previous day, in spite of this gap down, they will tend to hold it because the event has just started. It takes some time to get the final result. It seems that it is going to go up one way or the other. Let us hold it. They would have held on to it. But then in Dynamic Live, by 9:20 in the morning, ID1 long signal confirmed a sell. It said sell short act now at 9:20. And at that time, the price was trading at around 22,850. Now there are another category of people who say that the previous date was around 23,300. Now you are asking us to take a sell at 22,850, 400 points below the high. How it has already come down so much? How much more do you expect it to go down? How can I sell at such a lower price? Well, if you say that this is a lower price, now I will say that that is your prejudgment. How did you decide that this is a lower price, or how do you decide that this is a higher price? It is only your prejudgment, is it not? But then those following Dynamic Live, they would have simply taken action here. They would have sold it at around 22,850. From 22,850, what happened? It sharply came down at around 22,500 ranges. At around 22,500 ranges in Dynamic Live, in intra-week, there is again a signal at the bottom. At this point, what we would have done here is we would have exited the short position. In fact, we would have also taken a long position. Well, after taking a long position, what happened is the price started going down further. As it started going down, at around 11 o'clock in the morning, when the price was at around 22,330 ranges, that is when Dynamic Live ID3 long signal confirmed a sell. When it confirmed a sell, intra-week was also preparing for a sell, and at the same time, even in the Doveman method action information, it told us buy put option now. Well, the moment it said this, what we would have done here is we would have exited the long position and taken a short position. Now after the short position is taken, the price came down further. It came down to 22,000 levels. By the time it came down to this low, in this process what has also happened is those following dynamic system, as per dynamic system also the short position is initiated. Now the moment we know that as per dynamic system the short is initiated, now we know that it is time for it to go down further. Well, as it goes down, definitely we also know that as it goes down, which are the points where we have to be careful. So what happened is the price kept on going down. It started breaking one after the other important levels. and it came down to a major level like 21,690. We know that at this point there is a dynamic major signal. If the price reverses from here, the reversal will be big. We know that the price has come down to that level now. Did it stop there? Did it turn from there? No, it did not. It started going down even further. It went down till 21,281. Massive movement. So those people who had already taken a short position, the moment it reached the 21,690 or 600 ranges, these are the places where they would have started securing their profits. In spite of securing profit, it has gone down till 21,280, and from 21,280, just before the market closed, it started coming up and closed a bit on a higher side compared to the day's low. Now the event, everything has happened. All right. Now, whether should I consider this event to be a positive event or a negative event? Is it good? Is it bad? Should I buy? Should I sell? It is still a big confusion. It is still a big confusion. But then, as a trader, you have to start understanding that why is this confusion happening with you? Why are you getting confused? When you go deeper, when you start thinking, you will realize that your confusion, the reason for your confusion is you are expecting the market to move in a particular way. This expectation is because of some event. This expectation is because of all the discussions, the experts' opinions or the news anchors' opinions, that you must have gone throughout the week before the event. So looking at all those external information, you have made up your mind very strongly that market has to go up. But then it has come down in a very big way, close to 10% down. Is it not? And in this down moment, again you are hesitant to decide or get clarity whether it will go down further or whether it will start reversing from here. No idea. But then the other compulsion here is that you want to trade. You want to trade. You want to make some big money. You know that this is an event today. On an event today, there is going to be big movement. In this big movement, if you trade, you can make big profits. This is another compulsion with which you are coming and sitting in front of your trading terminal. So two different thought process, and this is making all the confusions in your head. Isn't it? But then those following Dynamic Live, they did not go through the news. They didn't see what's happening outside, who is saying what. They just followed what the Dynamic Live told them. Isn't it? We as dynamic traders, we don't predict the market. We don't analyze the market. We just go with what information it is giving us. Before the event, we knew that the overall direction of Nifty is in a clear uptrend. In an uptrending market on 30th May, when it came down, when it gave a dynamic signal, we knew that this is a buying opportunity. People would have bought it. After buying, the price moved up. It shot up in a big way. And when it started going up, when it says buy signal, wait and buy. When the Dynamic Live itself is telling you not to buy, people would have simply secured the profit on the positions that they have already taken. And they know that when it says buy signal, wait and buy, be prepared for a selling opportunity. If you get a sell opportunity, go ahead and do the trade. This is the training with which they are going and sitting there to trade. And as per the training, the information, the signals came, they took the trade, they secured the profit even in the down movement. If not the complete movement, at least in this down movement, people made profits. And I am not talking about 20-30 points profit, not like the general traders. When the movement is big, some big profit would have definitely been made. But then later what happened? When the price came down, and as it came down in Dynamic Live, it again started giving us signal, dynamic major signals, that to NWC started saying C7 green in color. NMC started saying C2 green in color. We knew that this price has come down to a major point. Major dynamic signals have got activated. Now from here, if the price starts reversing, if I get a buying opportunity, we knew that this is going to give us big move. This much is very, very clear. So with this clarity, when we go ahead on 5th of June, what happened is the price opened at around the same ranges where it closed the previous day, with some small gap up, but still around the same ranges. It started doing some up and down movement in the beginning of the day. At around 11 o'clock in the morning, ID3 speed signal confirmed a buy. When it gave a buy, even in the Doveman method, it told us buy call option now. Finish. We were waiting for a buy. We knew that if this price starts reversing, if we get a buy, this is going to be a golden opportunity. We knew that, and it gave a buy. We are prepared to buy. We simply took a effortless decision and trade action to buy it. Now after buying, what happened from there? By 7th of June, you have all witnessed that it has again reclaimed back the 23,000 levels. The point from where it went down such a big way, it has again come back to the same point, isn't it? Those people who were trading there, who were sitting there on this event today without any clarity, just based on the rumors, if they have come here to trade, make some big money overnight, these are the people who got stuck big time. It is because of these people someone is able to write an article on the internet or on the newspaper saying that bloodbath. Investors' wealth, 40 lakh crores worth investors' wealth got wiped out in an intraday trade. This is the article written. Now reading this article, some people who have lost money, they may find solace there. Some people who are beginners to stock market, they started getting scared. Those people who have no clue about stock market, they start commenting. They start talking or doing gossips about stock market, saying that this is dangerous. Stock market is dangerous. People only lose money in stock market. But then nobody has clarity. Even if you read the article properly, you will have some basic common sense, if you apply, you will understand the reality. The article says 40 lakh crore worth of investors' wealth got wiped out. How will it get wiped out? This is my question. How will it get wiped out? Well, first of all, you are telling that it is investor. Well, investor is a person who is investing in some stock for a long run, for long term. He would have bought some stock. He has made up his mind that I will stay invested in this stock for an year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year. This is the clarity with which some investor has bought it. Now after buying, when the markets go down, how do you know that that investor has sold all his stock? Not just one investor, lakhs of investors. All the investors put together, you are saying that the wealth of all these investors has reduced by 40 lakh crores. It got wiped out in the sense that these investors have booked a loss. That is the meaning. How sure are you that people have booked the loss? How do you know that? Why will an investor book? Investor will say, I will stay invested. I have invested with a view for long term. Why will I exit for 1 or 2 days of price movement? He will stay invested. Is it not? So, first thing where, this is a completely wrong assumption. And moreover, the complete sentence, if you read, 40 lakh crores worth of investors' wealth got wiped out in intraday trade. What is the meaning in this? This is absolutely hopeless. Hopeless. You are saying investor and you are saying in intraday trade. Why will an investor do intraday trade? Isn't it? So, someone has written an article just because he had to write something and he found some information, put the information, write it as they want it, and reading these informations, people go about assuming about stock market. People come to stock market to trade based on these kind of rumors and information. I really feel sorry for them. I really feel sorry for them. Now, first of all, this is a big event. In a big event, this kind of high volatile market, how do you trade? What should be your approach? What should be your thought process? When this is the question, the only simple answer or solution to this is keep all the external factors aside. Delete them. Event day, delete them. What is the event? Delete them. Whether the event will be positive or negative, because of that will the market go up or come down? Completely remove all these thinking. Just focus on one thing. Focus on the market movement. What is happening? What is happening in the market movement? Market is the best thing that can tell you what is happening. Market itself is the best thing that will tell you what is happening. You don't have to depend on anyone else. This is the secret, this is the truth that not many traders in stock market realize. We dynamic members, dynamic traders, we have one big advantage. What is the advantage? We have access to something called as dynamic live, dynamic system, which is unlike anything else in this world of stock market trading. The kind of information it gives us, it is extraordinary, because in this kind of market movement, when the market went up a day before the event, it very clearly told us for Nifty, buy signal, wait and buy. It told us not to buy. It told us not to buy. It knew that there is something happening behind the screen. How did it know? I don't know. I don't want even to get into that. It gave me the information. Based on this information, what action will I take? This is all that matters to me. And from there, when the market came down in such a big way, Dynamic Live is very clearly telling me there is a place from where it is likely to start reversing. Be ready for a buy opportunity. It gave us the buy opportunity. Now, when it gave a buy opportunity on 5th of June, the price is trading at 22,215. Now, someone will say that it made a low of 21,200, 280. Now, you are asking us to buy at 22,215. What is the sense in it? It is almost 1,000 points up. You are asking us to buy at such a high price. Now, how are you saying that this is a high price? On what basis are you deciding that this is a high price? Is it not? What is going to happen next? Now, on 7th of June, when it is trading at around 23,000, now will you say that 22,215 was a high price? Definitely not. That is the best price you could have bought. That is what you would have told. Isn't it? So, never get into prejudgment in stock market. This is one very, very important thing. Never prejudge anything. Alright? Go with the flow of the market. Someone will say that, if I had to buy at 22,215, it means I have missed this 1,000 points movement. It's such a big movement that I have missed. Well, I would like you to introspect your own trading. In the past, whenever you have traded in stock market, especially in a script like Nifty, how many points have you captured maximum? Many people will say that I normally trade for 20, 30 points, 50 points. Well, if you're trading 20, 30 points, 50 points, then how does this 1,000 points matter to you? Isn't it? You are going to buy at 22,215. From there, if you are going to get 20, 30 points or 50 points, anyway, you are going to exit. How does it matter to you? Is it not? So, don't get into prejudgment, and also don't get into certain things where you don't have clarity. There is a 1,000 points movement. Yes, there were multiple ways to buy somewhere close to the bottom. But then, did you have the clarity to buy before the movement happened? Did you have a plan in place? Were you prepared to do that? If yes, you could have traded even those 1,000 points. If no, at least you could have bought at 22,215. From there, when it went to 23,000, at least in this moment you could have made big profit. And the other most important thing during these kind of events is, now, before the event today, there is a 800 points gap up. On the event today, when it opens, it is a 400 points gap down, and it is going down after the market opens. Now, it is a total confusion. Should I buy? Should I sell? There is a total confusion. When you are confused, don't trade. In trading, when you are about to trade, if you are confused, straightforward decision is stop trading. Don't get into trading. Only when you have clarity, you do the trading. But then when I say this, someone will say that now, if I don't trade, then these big movements I will miss. Well, definitely you are going to miss. But the point here is you don't have clarity to trade. You have just come with a mindset saying that there is going to be some big movement, I want to make some big money, I have somehow borrowed, somehow arranged some money, especially for this event, I don't want to miss this. Well, if that is the approach that you have in trading, my friend, I am really sorry for you. You are going to see a very rough ride in stock market. You are going to witness a lot of trouble. When there is no clarity, don't trade. If you want clarity, take clarity. For getting clarity, you have to put some efforts. All right. For example, we people in dynamic members, dynamic traders, we have dynamic live, dynamic system. We don't sit and analyze this. Many people assume that this is a charting software, but it is not. We don't analyze. We just follow the information that is there. Now, how to understand that information? That is the training that is provided already. Based on the training, based on this information, people go about trading. And before they trade, before the market opens, people come with preparation. All right. This is the clarity one needs to have. And going through all these news articles and presuming, prejudging or assuming things about stock market, or getting more scared about stock market and trading, well, everything is wrong. Getting scared is also wrong. Being overconfident is also wrong. Having the right clarity is the most important thing. Without right clarity, don't get into stock market. If you are confused, don't do the trade on that particular day. Yes, if you miss that opportunity, let it go. Market will always be there. As long as the markets are there, the movements will always be there. The only question is, will you be there? The only question is, will you be there? Will your capital be alive? That is the important thing. As long as you are there and your capital is alive, you can trade any day. If not today, coming days, when there is good moments in the market, you can trade, provided you have clarity. But then just because you want to trade, just because you don't want to miss this moment, even without clarity, if you jump into trading, then definitely you will say that this is a high volatile market. You will definitely get confused like any other trader in this kind of market situations. But then the guy who has clarity, for him, this is there is no confusion. He doesn't feel that this is something big happening in the market. He doesn't feel it at all. He is just going with the flow. He is making profits and he is very content with whatever he is doing. That is what must happen even with your trading. Now, I hope all the viewers who have watched this video just now, you must have got some clarity. What should be your approach? Your approach should be to get clarity on the market movement. Your focus should be on the market movement, not on the events, rumors, gossips that is happening externally. All right. So, with this clarity, I hope in future you will, gain more. And with clarity when you trade, I am sure everyone who gets into stock market has or will prosper in their life. Thank you.